Hey everyone, Nittany Lion Roar here, and we have an exciting new event in Empires and Puzzles. So I wanted to show you a little bit about that. And there is certainly a lot to talk about, so I'm probably not going to get to everything, but I'll try to hit a lot of the main things here today. So this is what the event looks like whenever you go into the Events tab. And as you can see, as the name suggests, we have a tower here. And the point is to climb this tower until you get all the way to the top. And there's a lot of levels here. So I'm going to talk about how to do that. But there's also new heroes and even troops that come with this. So when I open this up, you can see we have some new troops listed as well. So what do? They all have basically the same kind of structure here. They're just different colors. Like, for example, this Wakizashi Ninja, when we open it up, has plus 32% attack, which is very high. That's a very, very high attack. That's going to make these troops relatively valuable for competing in events and things like that. It's got some good defense there. A healing bonus, not my favorite bonus with a ninja, but then there's a new bonus here as well, which is the bypass defense buffs bonus. So this hero has a chance to bypass defense buffs. That could be really good on heroes you're not trying to boost the mana of, because I think that the mana troops are still probably going to be the best overall troop you could possibly have. But this is going to be good on heroes that don't really need the mana boost, that will benefit from this insane attack boost and this bypassing defense buffs boost. I'm just imagining like my Costume June or any of the other fast snipers, really. You can put this troop on. They do a lot of damage. Then you can take out a hero like Elena or maybe Boss Wolf, or something that's putting up a buff, and have a chance to like bypass that and just take the hero out, so it's not so much of a problem. So it's kind of cool. We have these new troops. You can get that out of the ninja troop summon here. If I go up to the ninja summon, these are special heroes like you've already experienced in a number of other events in Season 2 and Season 3 and things like that. But they all have a new ability. And I kind of like Garnet here. I like the art a lot, and Garnet has a cool ability. I'm not going to cover all of the abilities here and which hero is the best in this particular video, but I just want to show you how these heroes work, because they all work the same. So what we have going on here, first of all, is they're part of the ninja family. It gives a bonus for each unique hero of the same family in the battle. So if you have like 2 heroes or 3 heroes from the ninja family, you're going to get either a 5% or 10% chance to dodge normal attacks and special skills, or you're going to get you're going to get a 5 or 10% chance to counterattack with 60% or 90% of the damage received. And this is actually quite a good family bonus, like really, really good. This is like really incentivizing putting a couple of ninjas together in one. So if you can find a few ninjas or a couple of ninjas that really synergize well together and play them together, this is going to be an underrated part of these hero cards. The ninja family bonus, if they get them, is going to be really good. Okay, so the mana speed is what's different about these. There is no mana speed. There's a charge speed. It's basically what that means is it's a special skill that has different effects when charged with 100%, 200%, or 300% mana. So the first mana charge, which is about 5 tiles, so it's like kind of like 2 matches, boosts the health of all allies by 180 if health exceeds max HP. It's added as temporary HP. Max temporary HP is 100% of max HP. Boosted health counters max HP reduction. And all allies are immune to new status ailments for 2 turns. That's kind of cool. We already have a hero, Grizzle, that does an effect like that. But what's really cool about this is that's the effect you get with 1 mana charge. With the second mana charge, which is going to be about 9 tiles, I believe, if you have a level 11 mana troop, then she boosts health of all allies by 400 instead of 180. So it's a lot better at 2 if you can hang on and wait and basically charge it like a fast hero instead of like very fast hero. And then, of course, on the third mana charge, and the third mana charge takes a long time. It's like 13, 14, or 15 tiles that you need to get up here. So I personally can't see myself waiting for the 3rd mana charge if I get one of these heroes too often. I would have to, have like a diamond or something like that to be able to use that, I think. But I think waiting for 2 is worth it. But as you can see, it gives an even bigger effect here. And they all work like this. So like I said, I'm not going to go necessarily through all the heroes, but you can see they all have that mana charge deal going on there. So how does this work on defense then? Because on offense, it creates interesting strategy. Like, how long do you wait before you set it off? There might be situations where like you just need to set off level 1 at that time to quickly kill a hero or use its effects before you have status ailments applied to you or whatever. But on defense, how do you control that? Well, you don't really. What Small Giant Games said is basically that when you put one of these heroes on defense, it will randomly decide whether it's going to use level 1, 2, or 3. So if you play against them, you're going to see that it doesn't always go off when it gets to level 1. It might go off at 2, or it might wait until 3, and you just really don't know. I do like the options it creates for offense. I've always said when playing this game, the more control that you have, the more fun the game is, because you can make better strategy decisions, and that's exactly what's going on with these heroes. So that's super exciting. Okay, now let's get to the actual event, and we'll play a level here. I'm going to explain how this works the best that I can. If you imagine the regular monthly events that come out where you're competing against everyone, you're also competing against everyone here. You can see that there's a leaderboard, and you have all these tiers of rewards. And how your score is calculated is, first of all, how many levels you can go up before you fizzle out. It's also going to depend on, just like the regular events, how quickly you can complete a level and your match bonus. Now, I don't think people put enough emphasis on the match bonus. That's just making like diamonds and, getting combos and things like that, and dragon bombs and whatever. That's actually more powerful, I think, than speed. So sometimes you can sacrifice a little bit of speed to make that extra diamond to like set things off. So I just wanted, to kind of throw that out there too. It's not always worth it to just charge in there and spam the opponents with like arrows and axes and bombs and things like that. Although, that will help your score, but, don't ignore the matches. That's a big part of what your score is. All right. Now, there's something unique about this, though, in that there's Oni curses and there's blessings. Oni curses are like, if you've played some of the holiday events, it's like a special tile that shows up and does something bad to you. The Oni curse in this case is basically if you don't get rid of it before it goes off, it targets one of your heroes. And when that hero gets hit with 2 curses, then you can no longer use it in this event. And then there are blessings. At the end of the level, when you've successfully completed it, you basically get to choose a buff for your team that you can basically stack on top of each other through the rest of the event. So you can see there's several times that you can get these blessings. And then there are also sort of like the war effects when you're fighting wars. There are these things too, like the deadly chamber, toxic vapor. So this battle takes place in a deadly chamber that's filled with toxic vapor. The toxic vapor deals 50 damage to all heroes every 3 turns. So that's a lot like sort of like war scenario type of thing that they're adding to this. Or they've done things like this in the season 3 levels as well. See, this one's a deadly chamber, fragile floor. This battle takes place in a deadly chamber that has a fragile floor. The number of items that you can bring into this battle is 1 less than normal per level. You can always bring at least 1 item. Oh my gosh, and you can see they stack up here as well. So this one is Deadly Chamber Erratic Time. This battle takes place in a deadly chamber where time behaves erratically. All status effects cast by heroes are 1 turn shorter than normal. They will always be at least 1 turn. And climbing up the tower here, you can see there are blessings, and then there are these things, and then Oni curses to go along with it. So there's a lot happening here. I'm going to play a level to kind of show you what some of these things are about. All right, so my strategy here is I'm trying to use my crappiest heroes near the bottom. And actually, let me back out. You can look to see I've got 1 purple hero and 2 heroes, minions, whatever you want to call these things, enemies. I've got 1 purple and 2 red here, so I'm probably going to go blue, heavy, light yellow. And I'm using my crappiest heroes to start with because there's going to be Oni curses, and I'm going to have heroes that get knocked out. And so, at these bottom levels, it's important that my crappier heroes are the ones that get knocked out. So I'm going to start with like some of my crappier 3-star heroes. And also, you only get to play these levels once, unlike the events where you can play them over and over and over again. So you can see I've already completed levels 1 and 2. And whatever my score is on it is what my score is. You can see it at the top. I have a score of 30,000 right now. So that is kind of the thing that I'm trying to balance here is like, I'm taking crappy heroes, but if they're too crappy, you're going to get bad scores as well. But let's go in here. So I said I'm going to do heavy blue and light yellow. I think I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to use, let's see, Ulmer. Yeah, you can see I have a hero that already got an Oni curse there, unfortunately. And let's use Gunner. And then let's use Melia. You can see she already got a curse too. And then like Bane. I think that looks okay. I wish I had a healer in here though. Kvaser is kind of like a healer, but not really. Maybe I'll just depend on Gunner to try and save everyone. And I can have healing vials to try and win this way. I'll try this. I'll see how this goes. At this low level, I should be able to hopefully make it through without too much damage. We'll see. That could be a mistake, though. I don't know. Okay, so see, we got our first Oni curse there, so I have to try and get rid of that. It's right now targeting Melia, and if it hits her, she's out. So see, I was able to get rid of it before it hit her. Here's another curse that's targeting Balin. Or at least I thought it was. I might have missed that. Okay, this one's targeting Homer. All right, that was a pretty good run. And what's interesting is I completed that faster than I completed the other ones, but got a little bit higher of a score. But only a little bit, and I think it has to do with the level that I'm on. But I didn't make as many like combos and matches there that would have led to a higher match bonus, although it wasn't too bad. But that's an okay score. That's probably like an average score for this level here. And now I get to choose my blessing. And there are some blessings that are better than other ones. I really like the attack blessing. I really like the defense blessing. I really don't care about the health blessing. There are other blessings as well. I'm guessing that these are random or something like that whenever they pop up and you get a choice of 3. This is kind of like how I suggested they do it whenever you... I don't know. In my SOS videos, I had recommended they do something like this for the summon portal as well, but I'm glad to see that they're doing it here. I'm going to go with the attack bonus though, because in this particular event, the high attack stat is going to be really important to defeating levels in a timely manner. So I'm going to go with this. Yes, I want 5% attack. And now this is going to stack. All my heroes for the rest of the tournament get that 5% bonus. And then you can see that as we go up, we can stack this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times, which is pretty cool. So that should help people who have, I guess, mid-tier types of heroes too, to make it all the way to the top, because that's going to make your heroes stronger as you go. And this only counts for this tournament, of course. It's not going to count for, like, if I then try to go raid after this or anything like that. Okay, well, I talked about a lot there. That was a lot to digest. That's clearly not everything. I didn't dive too much into strategy, but I did a little bit to give you an idea about how I'm going to build teams and things like that. I'm going to be saving my top 5-star heroes for the top there. And of course, I didn't use battle items that much, but there's going to be strategy around using battle items in order to get both better matches, like you can use tornadoes, or to defeat the enemy quicker if you want to spam them with like axes and bombs and stuff like that. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I drop more videos.